Hey all Simosis, welcome back to the Lord of a Challenge part 13. I'm pretty certain because part 8 was the first part we recorded yesterday. We recorded parts of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so this will be part 13. Now, I'm a bit frustrated at myself because I realized something that if we would have loaded the file before Temple of Ancients and we would have gotten different equipment, for example, instead of using the double RP weapons, if I instead would have gotten like the weapons in Wutai, for example, or indeed just switched to the Yoshiyuki, for example, or even kept all the yoke weapons and not sold any of the yoke weapons, right? And we would have equipped the yoke weapons on the characters' yoke weapons. Aren't really yoke weapons, right? Because they are actually very powerful. Yes, they have no materia slots, but if you have a good enough armor without materia slots, then you know that you're saying things. Because I feel like, right, that for example, the fact that we have both of these now being like this, you know, it feels pretty bad. And now it is good still that when I'm Snake or that Claude and Tifa is still pretty far away from it. But yeah, so if you want her to really absorb all the XP, we're gonna need to have her with Dragon Armor, I'm pretty certain. Instead. Something like, because that makes things different actually. So let's actually. I'm gonna redo the setup here. Put the ribbon on Claude in case Claude becomes like a soul survivor or whatever. We put workload on her though instead. One have luck plus here, Bahamut here. You know what though? What is her magic stat? Her magic stat is 57. Yeah, actually, let's do this. Because that will slap her stats up. Yeah, she has insane stats. That is buffs her magic attack by a lot. Let's just use her fucking ultimate weapon. Actually, maybe even do a little bit of this. All. Is there any elemental defense that we can have? Maybe there is actually. Elemental, let's put restore here actually. It's elemental and restore, maybe we can get something cool happening. She wants sense and she wants one sleepy. I also want Kyot and Odin. But she becomes stronger with cover, right? She needs cover to actually become stronger, I believe. Which is a bit weird to say. But yeah, we probably want one with that sentence on as well here. No, it's pretty quick. Okay, Claude, so the things you want to have double, Mr. Claude, the things you want to have double is you want to have restore. Doubling long range doesn't really matter. However, she wants some counterattack, of course. So I have steel as well. I have left on her. Steel there. You want to have probably your sense up here. And now you want to have enemy skill. You want to go time and you want to go barrier. We're gonna go tighten the armor here just in case. Okay, let's do it. Tranquilizers. So lucky we kept the work lab though and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, now of course later on we will be able to buy the, you know. Right, deactivate encounters, because you know, of course I broke the rule of it by taking those counters. You might say, oh, but it will be harder during the 2 lowest level challenge, which we will do after this challenge. And we will do like a glitchless version first, but then for example, then we will have all the encounters on, and we are actually allowed again to like steal stuff from things, because there are going to be items that are just going to become a requirement to get. And we aren't going to care about double AP weapons at all. Basically, I will ban double AP weapons and stuff like that for the most part. Not on all characters. But Venom Snake immediately has a good thing he can do. Armored first, Barrier actually first here. And start with the armor with her. Right. Because he's doing the thing when he's moving around like that. That means that he's preparing to do wall and stuff like that. I guess because that means that he's really excited. He really wanted to do the wall. Do I wish that there were more bosses done in the difficulty of Demon Wall, like maybe, you know, and stuff like that, you know. But really, but the bosses are meant to be difficult, like that's why they actually give you all the quote-unquote so-called low weapons and stuff like that. So I mean, what did it, 2.5k, like almost the thing, but yeah. But that's of course because, yeah, like imagine if we would have switched to Princess Guard before we even did any of the grinding and stuff like that, you know, if that would have been enough, you know. You know, it's soon coming up here, but we can probably cast. We can probably get another barrier out from someone. And now we don't need to worry about death sentence in Tifa either. And stuff like that, because he has work lab. 444, yeah, the damage is a lot better now. So that, like, with high enough magic stats, it can actually slap item. There's a Demon Rush. Let's just cure 2 on everyone here. Even though that might be a waste. You do better, hang up the line. Then we need to set the barrier on Tifa. And yeah, we haven't even sensed the boss yet. Yeah, it's better used to take hit. Yeah, basically means that they hit crits or something like that, if I remember correctly. 604 damage, 343, that's good. Blocks to the end. Can we can cast Rhino actually with her. We can cross slash here. And then Tifa, you use Turbo Ether on fight. Almost 800 damage with the Yoshiyuki. That's without any characters being dead, by the way. Let's sense. 4,970 left, so not that much left now. The Demon Rush. did not really expect another demon rush there. That's a bit scary though. Because Tifa has no healing magic. Let's just cure all here. Okay, haste and claw. Alright, because I didn't use Odin yet. I'm curious how much damage Odin is gonna do now actually here. Did we equip any summons at all on Claw though? It's a question. I think what's the point of doing these, but it's like, even if some of them do low damage, it is still worth it and stuff that just to add a little bit of that guaranteed damage, you know. That 359 is still decent. Yeah, he's there. She's gonna cure all on everyone. So we don't run out of barrier yet, so Claudia can probably try here. I wonder how much damage it can do though. I'm gonna 10, okay. Try to do the cure on everyone. Damn it. Barrier on her. Please don't do another one. Lucky he sprayed it out there. If he would have doubled their own claw, that would be game over. Okay, he's preparing it again here. He's preparing Demon Rush. Because we want to make sure that we get him low enough here. It's not that so I can basically be like that he's 110 away from down or something like that. One more to be here. I want to make sure we don't die yet though here. There's one person getting maybe left. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't do too much damage here, because if this does too much damage, then he's gonna die. He's not dead. There's 127 left. Actually, Quiet can probably attack. I attack with time without killing him. No! Why did he have only 9 health left? Why did he go down to 1 health? On the update it said he had 127 there, but like how did he get did I attack? Did I actually physical attack with her and then just... Okay, fine, we're getting the XP on everyone after the reading the fight. No, it was fairly easy. But so maybe Petrify is something he just does when he gets weak enough. But that's kind of... Well, it's a big show. I'm gonna try to do the whole thing where I mash triangle again after a certain scene or whatever, right? And then of course Tifa gets mad and stuff that Tifa gets jealous or whatever. Because it's all poor paramedic because they're gonna start together. So I wonder if the plan to help the party was not actually Reeve's plan, but it was actually Turk's plan from the very start. Like, all infiltrate the ranks, like learn their trust and stuff that, you know, and then like betray them like with the keystone and everything. But yeah. Because Reeve actually cared about Midgard as a city action and stuff that, you know, like he was completely against like the plate falling down and stuff that, you know. And of course the costume he wears looks like a Turk costume. That's the thing that we have to think about. But because the Turks wear the blue costumes for a reason that they wear. So was we part of the Turks at some point, you know, like there will be, I mean there's a lot of really interesting things because that's why I felt that the direct covers actually became really enjoyable because they explore a lot more of real basically Kate's and stuff that, you know, in that. And yeah, the camera was really bad and stuff like that, but the thing that they say that all the enemies aren't too tanky or, well, I don't know if that's what they say, but yeah, you can actually get pretty powerful in that because, of course, was it that you could combine weapons or whatever? So, you know, if you had daylight crisis core and stuff like that, you know, I suppose crisis core was earlier than Dark October's and stuff like that. Yeah. But you know, what's most annoying on PlayStation is that there are so many like PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games that are not there. And you feel like, oh, they should just have like an absolutely huge library and stuff that, you know. Oh, yeah, it's not yet that you press it. It's not until a certain scene happens here when you actually need to press X or you press triangle or whatever to enter the menu. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to find Promised Land. Yeah. Because he's talking about the fact that he went into the live stream and stuff that, and he learned about it, you know, he learned how things work. I believe it's after he has handed it in, right? Wait, he actually, what do we do this actually? Okay, we need to wait here. It's possible. It's just before he starts, you know. Wait. On. Confirm. Really tired. The better use this. Passing like crazy, why is the staff room omelette boom? Wall. Yeah, she doesn't use the material anyway, but still. Now we can go back to using power soul, and we can go back to using relay here. Yeah, I put the ribbon on Claude anyway, so you know. I do that, boom. And she will lose the. There we go. So you can see that just made the whole thing way easier and stuff that, you know. But yeah, but you see there that it's all about the weapons that you're using and stuff that, you know. And using her ultimate weapon as you something that you need to do. And you might say that, oh, but if your characters are too weak, then you cannot deal with it. And that is always bullshit. They give you Bahamut for a reason, because Bahamut does a lot of the damage. And then you're just meant to use the nail bat and all the other things to use to deal enough damage with limit breaks. Because you can actually defeat the demon wall at a really low level. I don't know technically if level 1 would be possible, probably not. Because even with barrier up, for example, like with barrier up, it helps a lot. But you know, now of course, if you had HP pluses, things would be very different. So the question is, do we use like load up on HP pluses and hope that like, is there enough battles so HP plus can get level 2 if you have double up your weapons? Like, you know, if you get HP plus at the earliest possible point. Something, because of course we won't be allowed to like repeat like the you know or fight and stuff that either, so you know so, and it's gonna be curious now because Tifa is not gonna be our lowest party member now, unless of course they manage to scale from those regular battles as well, the other party members. I stop that good. Right. And now the curious thing is going to be about the whole water ring situation. Yeah. And he knows where she's going. Yeah. No, Snake, I might lose it again. Yeah, but it was wrong of the party to take it out of the temple, because he would have never gotten his hands on it in the temple. Like, and the people would say, "Oh, but he could have used some black capes, and they could have gone and take it," which is actually not true. To you know, to sacrifice the black capes, get the thing and stuff that you know, because they couldn't very clearly get inside. There was one outside the temple, but they couldn't get inside that chamber and stuff that, you know. So yeah, so we have Barrett, of course. He's 21, so that's pretty decent. Let me have all of these. Question is though, in terms of AP that we got, cover is level 2 still. Luck is still level 1. Kuyata has 840. Comet has 2400, which is pretty swag. Odin is pretty decent leveled. So any of the steals has decent progress. I mean that. You awake? Yes. Hey, how are you? Yeah. You sparky headed. Right, and did we get the thing back? We did not get the rune armlet back, so the armor that she has equipped, we lose. But however, we won't have lost Princess Guard. Princess Guard will still be here. Yeah, there is Princess Guard. Okay, so by accessories, yeah, Princess Guard you can sell for quite a bit. Work Glove you can sell for quite a bit, but we're actually going to keep Work Glove. Yeah, there's nothing really we can sell then. Work Love Yoshiyuki we keep. Periscope we keep. Maybe even keep Giga's Omelette. Giga's Omelette doesn't sell for hardly anything anyway. So that's, yeah. Just wanted to double check here. But yeah, the thing though is, do we wait until we get to Icicle before buying weapons? Is the question. Right, so where are you? You are here, okay. So actually now, yeah, it's the dump really bad, but yeah. We're actually gonna need to go to actually, let's say first here, just from here, man, let's just say that. Actually not yet. I wanna check what weapon is Javelin. Is it actually a growth weapon? Oh, it's not a double growth weapon, however it is actually stronger than the spear and stuff like that. Like, why did I use the Dragon Lance? Why did I sneak with the spear? That absolutely made no sense to not go with Dragon Lance when I had the spear, because that would have been stronger for him and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, because let's just do that. Because basically, if I would have had Dragon Lance at this point, like, why didn't I equip him with Dragon Lance, right? Because it was still like a damage upgrade. That is just... By the way, like, I have no idea why I didn't like equip it and stuff like that, but yeah. So I mean, we're gonna make sure we have... Damn it. Okay, so he's using Javelin. Trident Rider. So who is the lowest? Tifa is actually the highest now. So the lowest is DARPA. And also because those are only 21 ones. So 33, she's 618. He's actually further away than Tifa. 2025. So he's slightly closer. And then he's 22, so yeah, so you know, yeah, meaning we get to use Kitsit, we get to use Barret here, and Barret is actually closer to level here. Barret is closer to level than Kitsit is, right? Yeah, Barret needs 807, and he needs, so it's going to be Kitsit that is going to need to absorb all the XP here and stuff like that, so yeah. We are gonna get all diamond omelets, I think. You know, normally I would use to keep the rune omelets and stuff like that, but I feel like the rune omelets aren't gonna be enough and stuff like that. You might say, oh, but it's really bad to get rid of all the double OP weapons and stuff like that, and that is, yeah, sure, you know, there is a lot of the double OP weapons that are really, really good, of course, and stuff like that, especially because we want to use them for really, really high AP fights and stuff like that. We want to use the double OP weapons and stuff like that, so yeah. So maybe we don't sell the Rune Blade that will on the Black Megaphone and stuff like that, you know. We'll see. So I want to buy some. So there we have diamond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, technically, yeah, diamond is actually better technically than Dragon Omelette, because if the boss has none of those attacks anyway. And yeah, sure, you lose out on a linked slot, but yeah, so diamond. You can see here, for example, Dragon Omelette, it does have better armor, better magic defense, but it has less on the defense percent, but it also has like 2 magic defense percent. It's of course nice. Right, and now that you don't have Aries anymore, you know, things changes quite a bit. The doggo. The doggo can use diamond. She can use diamond. Pain and the diamond. Again, he doesn't have anything better there, so everyone has diamond now. Everyone has diamond. Want to buy something and then sell 7 omelets. That gives you back quite a bit. That gives us back quite a bit. And now, save first. So that time when I said that, oh, we're gonna save, we didn't even save. There we go, good, we got the music. And now we go to Wutai. And we got the weapons there. You might say, oh, but just get the weapons in Icicle. And sure, the weapons in Icicle are like really, really good, but of course we're gonna defeat a boss. Like the old boss and stuff that, you know, and we really, really want to be able to have better weapons at that point. And even if we cannot afford everything in Icicle, it is better to, you know, to either you skip out on the stuff in Icicle, and then basically once you get to Medivh, you get all of the Medivh weapons, things like that. You can of course get the 8-slot weapons, which are like really useful. Because yeah, the 8-slot weapons of course aren't the strongest things in the world, but it's just the fact that they have 8 slots. They have pretty good magic stat, but then, you know, the thing that is always weird that I always thought that the thing was supposed to be that the 8 slots had very, very good magic stat. But then the Icicle ones almost match them, so that was always felt really weird. How the Icicle stuff can almost match it, but yeah. Now for the Unova boss fight, of course, as I said, we're not going to be able to rely on the water ring and stuff that, which is going to make things a bit tricky, because theoretically at this point you could have had the Leviathan if we picked up Yuffie and stuff that, you know. And the thing is, there are some force encounters you can take, of course. Like, because if we go to Temple of Ancients, there's only going to be one battle that we need to take, basically, and stuff that. If we get Yuffie, and then we need to do the Yuffie side quest and stuff that. But Yuffie side quest, especially if you're gonna have gone ahead and already gotten the weapons in Wutai, then it becomes a lot easier. And then, for example, even if the boss kills someone, and for example, yeah, my problem is of course just leaving one character alive for that boss. It's a bit tricky to do, of course, but yeah, you can do it still in this too. It's off a diamond weapon, that's when the Wutai side quest stops working for some reason. You're welcome. Framme, like a chainsaw, we don't need arrow, gold barret, we don't need slash lance, because silent is actually better. New megaphone. And we don't technically need a short barrel. Technically. Yeah, Marasim, chainsaw, blue, megaphone. But we also need the double weapons here. Black megaphone, reload, we're selling the spear as well here. Yeah, let's get through the workflow as well. Keep the Yoshuki though. Sell the omelette. we just get the short barrel here, because otherwise we can dig up the front line. The problem though is that if we could use it now, like we need to wait a long time until we can get the turtle paradise flights again. So we need to find it in. Knuckle, Wolverette. Keep powers up because powers are always important for other reasons. Right, you know, we don't need a weapon for him. Trident is already better. So 98, 91, 78 pure damage wise. Sell last barrett. We can still pause on as I said, because that's special. We keep increases body even though it hurt quite a bit. That only leaves us with 13,000, though, which is not particularly much. It's pretty bad, but yeah. Now the question is, should we go and recruit Yuffie now and then do the Wutai side quest? See, the thing is that we're guaranteed a few boss fights, of course. Let's actually try and get the music. Okay, so it's going to be interesting once we do the 2 lowest level challenges and stuff like that. That's going to become very, very interesting. And of course, she was level 25 and stuff like that, so Glory's only 1 level behind. It was so much better though when the rest of the party was like where I think they were 4 or 5 levels even behind Aerith and stuff like that, you know. It's of course keep in mind, right, that if we don't do the amount of battles that we did or the amount of battles that we finished and stuff like that during the 2 lowest level challenge, then yes, we will be considerably lower level for Demon Wall. But then of course if we have stuff like this, like if we have like Mercy, Chainsaw, stuff that's going to be really good, right? But there's also going to be the whole thing that yes, we are going to allow encounters, like we're going to have encounters on, because that is going to add a challenge, because actually if you're lower level, then yes, there are battles that will just fucking kill you and stuff like that, right? Right, if you get the wrong battle. But then also there are certain battles that, okay, I really, really want to steal from this battle and stuff that, you know, is really important, because there are some important things we can steal and stuff like that. So, we're gonna need to go to the Temple of Ancients. So that, because here's the thing, right? When you make it so that you cannot even take any black battles, right? And you're not allowed to black mode and no encounters. Then, for example, you cannot do these steals, as I said. You will be able to do some steals on this too against like bosses and stuff like that, you know, because the bosses are forced encounters. Yeah. But yeah, we did break the rule there by grinding there at Demon Wall and stuff like that, and we're gonna need to break the rule here so we can recruit Yuffie, but we don't need materia to deal with Yuffie here. Of that, and it's better to actually do it without materia here. So do that. Now, of course, it's not guaranteed that the first encounter is going to be Yuffie, but there's a very high chance that the first encounter is Yuffie. Let's hope we get lucky here. That we escape before we kill them. good. And keep in mind also, for example, when you're doing the other forest, if you save and you quit, then it doesn't remember the encounter number you're on. So you cannot save just before a UV encounter and then have the UV encounter happen. It's actually a percentage chance that you encounter her. It's very, very high here, yeah. So, she does not scale, by the way, no matter what forest she shows up at. Watch the exercise now to come back to fast again. Maybe that was good that we had it set to slow there. Okay. And of course, she will start with the carbon bangle and stuff that, you know. The main problem is, of course, that is that we got rid of all of our double weapons and stuff that, you know. Yeah, they're both doing. And if you pause her, she actually runs away, so keep that in mind. You cannot pause here. You can technically pause another way, but yeah. I can't believe I lost. Not interested. Running away? Damn fight, I said. Petrified. Wait a second. It's hurry, hurry, hey, you haven't told you my name. Okay, so, oh. Good luck. Spy. And of course he's not from the correct country, right, but still, you know. Yeah. Wow, and we lost the music here, so actually let's, oops. Encounters. Inside, go out. And we got Yuffie. What level is Yuffie? Yuffie is 22, okay. Yuffie is 22, and of course we didn't keep any of her weapons here. She starts out with the carbon bangle and she starts out with, what is it, throw? I think it's throw that she starts with, yeah, throw. Now one thing that is interesting though that I've never thought about, not how, damn it. It's so bad that I have to do shit so bad to do. Yeah, because I have some more coffee to drink up, and it's always the fucking coffee, but maybe it's not necessarily the coffee, that it could just be the milk instead of coffee, because even though I drink lactose-free milk, the thing is that I'm sensitive to lactose, but not always. But it's like really, really weird, because it's like, there are certain things that I can drink absolutely fine, and certain things with milk in it that I can eat. But I think that the lactose milk doesn't, like it's the wrong type of lactose-free milk, because I feel like the type of lactose that I need, or that I need to avoid, it's a certain type or whatever, right? And I don't think that there are milk that has that, because, for example, I can eat mozzarella cheese. I can eat mozzarella cheese with cow milk in it, but I can also eat buffalo mozzarella cheese and stuff that, and that is completely fine. Stuff that I never get bad in stomach because of that, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, it's a bit weird, you know. But maybe it's not the lactose that I'm sensitive to, maybe it's something else inside the milk that isn't lactose that you can be sensitive to, because lactose can be, it can be the sugar that's in the milk, and it can be another thing as well. But yeah, but we're gonna save here, and we're gonna stop the recording, and I'm gonna have to go and take it out and stuff that, you know. So yeah, so but yeah, you can join me afterwards and stuff that, and we'll probably go to this one and probably go into this too as well and do some things. But anyway, I'll see you all soon.